Hey everybody, how you doing? So I got these glasses on, and these glasses protect my eyes from the blue rays that come from, the cell phone devices. So I just wanted to share a few things with you guys that I've shared with you before. Now, see, okay, well, let me go back to my YouTube channel. Okay, so my YouTube channel is IAMWIL67@gmail.com, or that's Gmail, but it's IAMWIL67. Okay? And in this channel, excuse me, in this side of this channel, I've been speaking, about being held accountable for the words that you speak, and for the knowledge and information that you share with everyone. Okay? And it's very important. I can sit up here and I can start articulating and breaking down some science, some knowledge, some information, metaphysics, and in relation to other aspects, other science fields, okay? But I don't. I only speak with certain people at certain times for specific reasons. And that is this right here. I want you guys to understand there are things that are happening in this world right now that maybe shouldn't be happening, okay? Maybe it shouldn't be happening right now, but you know what? A lot of people have actually given out information, and that information that they gave out, somebody was listening and waiting for that piece of information to do some things that they should probably not do. So say, for instance, like, let's say a virus attack, let's say a worldwide attack, and some things that's happening, some things that's going on that you would that normally shouldn't happen, but it's happening, okay? The people who are putting this information out for everybody to hear, okay, you guys are letting this information, let me park for a second so I can go ahead and talk the way I really, really want to talk without having to do all this what I'm doing. So let me see here. All right, so I told you guys that the information, the knowledge that you share with people, you're responsible for that knowledge. Even though you gave them the knowledge, you shared the knowledge with them, you're responsible for that knowledge. All right. There is another, let's say that I'm going to use something. I don't mean to disrespect anybody or talk down or up to anybody about this, but I'm just going to use this. I'm just going to use Hitler as an example, right? Let's say that there's a modernized Hitler, all right, waiting to hit the world again. You know what I mean? And maybe that this wannabe or waiting to be Hitler is missing some very, very powerful information and some very key information. Other than that, there ain't no Hitler. So you take the knowledge that a lot of you guys are putting out there to the universe, putting out there to the world, all right? And you don't even know that there's a certain type of a person of the Hitler area that's waiting to hear that information before they can kick off whatever destructive thought processes they want to, to kick in. And so you gave that person that knowledge, and now look what you got to deal with. So let's say that this coronavirus, even though there's a corona 18, 17, or whatever, but let's say the so-called coronavirus could not have taken place if you had not given that information. It'd be like, oh, that's what we're missing. We were missing that. So now we can kick this stuff off. We can shoot it. Let's go. You know what I mean? So this is why, I'm sharing with you guys. You guys got to be careful of the information that you let out, that you put out to people. Even though this is a big universe, and you gotta help each other, and you gotta put things out there. You know what I mean? To put that wide magnitude of information, knowledge out there for the masses to see. Oh, you don't know what? Oh, you don't even know that the universe is about to hold you accountable, okay, for a lot of stuff that's taking place in this world. Even if it's in another part of the world, even if this part over here, let's say you're way over in China and this person's way over in Southern Africa, or you're way over here in South America, on the opposite sides of the world, okay? And you're still accountable. The universe is going to hold you accountable. If you believe in God and there's a God, well, that God is going to hold you accountable. Your higher nature, your higher self is going to hold you accountable for what you're doing. So I'm not telling you stop sharing and stop helping people grow and stop helping yourself grow and stop teaching. I'm saying that slow down, meditate some more. Become more in tune with yourself and with the universe around you, as well as the universe that you are. So the words that is coming out of your mouth are not ego-based. So I don't want this to be long, because I just don't want it to be long. But you know what I mean? Be careful of the knowledge that you put out there. It's messed up when information, knowledge, you know what I mean? Gems, gold nuggets, pearls are falling to the wrong hands. And it doesn't necessarily have to be an evil person. It could just be a person that don't know how to exercise, how to utilize it, how to properly incorporate it universally. So this is another warning to you guys from me. You got to be careful. And I know that you want the world to know, like, look what I know. Look what I can do. You want some of your egos want that. I did it first. I put it out there first. It's mine. This is my knowledge. And in another mindset, in another realm, another dimension, the knowledge was taken away from mankind. Womankind, mankind, okay? It was taken because they kept taking the knowledge and abusing the knowledge. And even though to some people was not abusing the knowledge, it was shaky for them to have the knowledge, because we didn't know if they were going to let that knowledge go into the wrong hands out of ignorance. So I'm just sharing that with you guys. You're accountable. You're being held accountable. You're responsible for the knowledge that you share with others. Now, this is supposed to be what everybody's saying is, oh, this is the information age. Okay, so you call it the information age, all right? So, people are sitting waiting with their pens, and they're waiting to say, like, what you gonna say next? What you gonna say next? Let me write this down. Oh, okay. You know what I mean? There's some creatures, and I hate to say it, there are some people, human beings, that are vibrating very, very below the third dimensional frequencies. And if you give them the information, you give them the knowledge that's not necessary for them to function from day to day, okay, that knowledge is about to be misused. So this is my little, warning to you guys is, what if the coronavirus came into existence as a result of everybody giving up this hidden knowledge? I don't want to say esoteric, but this knowledge that's not common to everybody, common to our everyday ordinary life. Because you guys, if some of you guys don't believe in the Bible, some of you guys do. Some of you guys believe that there is some truth in it, and there's some that's not, and you gotta decipher through. But they say that that these fallen angels, or angels, period, this is in the Old Testament, used to come to earth and impregnate the women, teach the women this esoteric knowledge and how to use it. And that was not a good thing to do. But these special creatures, whether you want to call them angels or whatever you want to call them, came to mankind and gave mankind this knowledge, and then instructed them and taught them how to utilize this knowledge. Now, this knowledge that they gave them was not impertinent. Now, I don't want to say important. It was not impertinent to the survival, the living of mankind on this planet. So now, if you look at where all this special knowledge is coming from, who's it coming from? Who's delivering it? Because that's going to tell you where that person is, what type of person that person, what type of vibration that this person's on, what dimension this person come from. You know what I mean? What planetary mental capacity this person is coming from. You know what I mean? This person could be coming from a whole nother galaxy. There's a whole nother planetary that you never even heard of before, So, and then all of this knowledge is going around, and you accepting this knowledge. You're not ready for it. You don't know what to do with it. You're actually summoning the sum total of where this bits and pieces of knowledge come from. You're summoning that entire entity, that entire source to come to you, to enter into this world. And they were ushered out of this world once before. I won't say once before because it's taken place other times, but they were taken out of this world. You know what I mean? And here you guys are with all this information, all this knowledge, you're ushering it right back in. So now you have a whole different society, a whole different world. And yes, we do want to raise the planetary vibration. We want to raise the frequency of people and how they think and how they do things, and step them up to the next stage, or put polish on them, and so they can be better and act better. You know what I mean? But you're out here and you got to be careful, because you just don't know. I could sit here and I could pop knowledge left and right. I could sit here and hold a very intelligent conversation with you about knowledge and information that's not common, ordinary to everyone. But I choose not to. I choose not to. Because I know the responsibility behind it. So when you have to answer, when you have to face these higher vibrational beings that's been vibrating on this high frequency for a very, very long, I don't want to say time, because time is not an issue. But these high vibrational creatures that's just been vibrating at a higher frequency, even to the point where you can't see them. And you have to stand before these creatures, these beings. I won't even want to say creatures. I just want to say these entities have the capability of pulling you out of your body, away from your body, and talking with you. That's how powerful these entities are. And you guys will have to answer. And I'm not saying like a judgment day. I'm just saying you're going to have to be held accountable to how did this information that we took from mankind, because mankind kept abusing it. And how did this information come out of your mouth to where you put it back into this world? So my thing is, I could go on and on and on and give you guys more in-depth information of what I'm talking about. I can go deeper into the situation, you know what I mean? But I don't want to do too much of that. I am a universal creature. I vibrate on a universal scale, and I practice that. And I utilize it. So I can do a lot just vibrating on a universal frequency, being able to vibrate on a high frequency. But the thing is, I want to make sure that the people that I'm talking to are the people that's intended for this information to be there. At the same time, I don't want to be held accountable for not putting the information out to wherever it's supposed to go. But when you become universal at all times, if you're in a woman's group, you're not universal. If you're in an all man's group, you're not universal. You're not universal as you think you are. If you're in this organization where it's only exclusive for this type of people or that type of person, or you got to be white, you got to be a woman, you got to be a man, you're not vibrating on a universal cycle. You're on a very big spectrum, because there's a lot of people involved. But you're still not vibrating on a universal cycle, on a universal scale. You got to remember, your karma that you create must be universally accepted. Why would it be universally accepted? Because it's actually for everyone. It's been placed and created and done in the form where everyone can benefit from it. Now, if this is a society, say white power, you know what I mean? And they change the whole world. They can, do whatever in the whole world. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they're on a universal scale. They're on a universal cycle. That just means that there has been no force to come along and stop you or take you out or whatever, or slow you down, or, you know what I mean, or elevate you or de-elevate you. And the same way with Black power and the Chinese power and the Mexican power and the Puerto Rican power and the Germanic power and all this other power. Everybody want to be this and everybody want to do that, but yet you're creating karma that's not universal. So which means that guess what? You're going to have to recycle, come back to this planet, okay? And nothing's going to change, and you got to go through all of this bull crap again, and you might not remember what you're supposed to be here to do. You might not. Oh my goodness, you guys setting yourself up for a big bad situation, because there are other planets that are actually look just like Earth, but you got to call it Earth because that's what Earth means. So let's say a planet called Rizik, okay? And this planet is for the people that has to come back to Earth because, you know, well, I just won't say Earth. I will say like that has to materialize into the physical realm again, okay? But you can't go through nothing in this, which you see right now on this planet, which is called Earth, right? So, which means that you have to come back to another planet. Let's say that we'll call this Rizik. Let's say we'll call this planet Rizik. So now you materialize on planet Rizik again. But when you materialize on planet Rizik, Rizik looks just like planet Earth. But on this planet, okay, on this planet Earth, there's a whole entirely different spiritual beings here. There's a whole entirely different atmosphere, and the lessons are different. What you got to go through, what you got to accomplish, what you got to do is totally So yeah, you're actually on another planet Earth parallel to this one and others. Then they all may look the same, but you're not on planet Earth. You're on another planet that looks like planet Earth for the purposes of you to get your lessons and learn what you're supposed to learn, to do what you're supposed to do and get done what you're supposed to get done while you're here. So if you look at it from an earthling human being perspective, you're only going to get so much. If you look at it from a higher perspective, a higher consciousness, from a higher level vibrational being, you're going to see the whole world differently. And your eyes are going to be universal. So, I'm sharing all this with you. Okay? I'm sharing all this with you because it's very important that you be careful of the information that you're sharing with people. And I'm the type of person, if I'm sharing information with you and I don't see no change, I don't see an immediate change, well, the information I have for you is not for you. You only can get some portion or some pieces and parts of it, and that's it. But for me to stay and keep going over it with you and talking more in depth and giving you more information and giving you more knowledge, no. If I tell you that smoking cigarettes is detrimental to you receiving a higher vibrational set of knowledge and you keep smoking, I'm cutting that off. It's over. It's done. I'll give you whatever you can handle and, you know, help you digest it properly and, like, you know, maybe help you with a few exercises and stuff like that. But then I'm out of there. I've done what I was supposed to do there, and I had enough wisdom to know that, like, you can't handle this. You can't do this. So let me go ahead. I'm not going to tell you what you can handle, what you can't handle. I'm just going to be like, I'm cutting it short. It's over. It's done. So hopefully you guys can start exercising the wisdom and the knowledge. Let me say that again. hopefully you can start exercising wisdom when you put out the knowledge. Because knowledge is not the number one key what we're trying to obtain. The wisdom is what that's our mark. Okay, so I'm going to conclude this, and hopefully some of you guys, I didn't lose some of you guys. And I want to talk about the body of the woman and its importance, and not from a earthly perspective, from another perspective, being that she's a multi-dimensional receptor. And I'll talk about that because a lot of women don't realize that what they have inside of them is access to different universes and different worlds and different vibrations, and they're actually letting some of the creatures engage with her in certain things that shouldn't be, which is that's a whole nother thing. But I really would like to talk about that because a lot of women are not even aware of who they are and what kind of keys that they have inside of this universe. The men have certain types of keys and the women have certain types of keys, and we both have certain types of keys together. So be careful of the knowledge that you put out there, because I got a strong feeling that somebody put the knowledge in the wrong hand, and this is why we have a coronavirus epidemic. This is why we have a biochemical weapon. It's because people are putting that information out there and they shouldn't. You know what I mean? Yeah, you gotta start like slowing it down on put knowledge out there to certain people. You know what I mean? Live your life a little bit. Look for wisdom. Meditate upon wisdom coming to you, and not so much on meditating on knowledge coming to you, because the knowledge is going to split you. It's going to split you into either a dual nature or triangular nature, or, you know, just going to split you up in different natures. And and the work that you're doing to yourself is going to take a high vibrational frequency entity to help you undo what you did. And it doesn't happen so regularly or so easily for you to get that help. So okay, so that's I'm going to conclude this. So let's be careful about all this extravagant, exoteric knowledge, the knowledge that you're sharing with other people and the whole world, and you got to be careful. So, and I'm not saying don't share it all. I'm saying start utilizing some more, some wisdom. All right. And my name is William. I am Will, because Will I am. And again, I got 2 channels. I got 2 YouTube channels and 2 Instagram channels. The first channel that is both to the Instagram and the YouTube, and that's IAMWIL67. So that's my name for one set of YouTube and Instagram, and my other one is IAMWILL1967. That's for the other 2, the other Facebook, the other Instagram and YouTube. So this is something that, you know, you guys might want to tune in and see a couple things. I'm not my channel is not set up like everyone else's, to where you like, oh, there's structure here, there's music, there's words on the video and all that. Just real plain and real simple, down to earth, not articulating a whole bunch of stuff, but saying what needs to be said, saying that what needs to be said. All right, so all right, that's it. See you guys.